Hey guys, welcome back to Psychic Satellite Signals. It just rained here, so that's why I'm dressed like a detective. But today I'm seeing the 1975 Stanley Kubrick film Barry Lyndon. I don't know anything about it, I haven't seen it yet. I just know that it's a Stanley Kubrick film, and it seems like it's a period piece of sorts. So I'm very interested to see it, so let's go check it out. The first thing I feel I should mention before delving into Barry Lyndon a bit is that this is a long movie. And by that I mean over 3 hours long, and the theater I saw it in even had an intermission. Fortunately, this isn't a bad thing. In many ways, this film sort of distances you from the protagonist, but his lifelong journey is so fascinating that I found I was really interested to see what would happen next, and I found it really easy to stay interested for the whole 3 hours. The plot of this film is pretty grand. Due to complications surrounding his first love interest in the movie, Barry is propelled on a journey that takes him across Europe, lands him in the position of soldier in a couple armies, and eventually he even marries a countess and he has a child with her. Something that I really appreciated about the plot was how natural the chain of events plays out. There wasn't anything that felt forced in the plot to move the story along, which is impressive given all the events that take place in this movie. Honestly, being the very realistic period piece this is, and given the excellent plot arc, if someone told me this was based on a true story, I'd find it believable. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it did have some real life inspirations. The character of Barry Lyndon, interestingly enough, isn't all that likable. And in fact, most of the characters in this film aren't. Unlike most films, Barry Lyndon doesn't really invite you to empathize with the characters, which was really unique. Instead, I think this movie is meant to draw the audience's attention towards plot and, of course, Kubrick's brilliant cinematography. If there's one thing other than the plot that stands out, it has to be the cinematography. An interesting fact about this film is that many scenes were shot only using candlelight, no artificial light, which proved to be a really daunting task. Kubrick had to use specialized cameras for this, such as a Zeiss camera like the ones used for the moon landings. The final product is gorgeous and incredibly unique. I'd really recommend this film for the beautiful cinematography alone. It certainly has more to offer than that, but even if you don't care for the story, you're still going to get some fantastically shot scenes. Well, those are my thoughts on Barry Lyndon. If you have 3 hours to spare, I highly recommend giving it a shot. If you've seen this film already, let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Other than that, keep it psychic and keep it real.